Hello, Playing Being. Hi, how you doing? And today we're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 5, Episode 21. Oh my god, I am literally about to lose my shit. I cannot believe Season 5 is about to end. We're gonna have this one and then the finale. Excuse me? I'm nervous. I'm very nervous about this one, just as you guys can probably guess. Oh my god, it's been a hot second since I've watched the last episode because goodness, a lot's been going on in my personal life. If you are interested, I've had to rearrange my entire room. You don't really know because this corner stayed the exact same, but everything else I've had to change. My bed, we've added in a new desk because my boyfriend is moving into my tiny ass room because just best option. We're gonna be saving money for the next couple months, but goodness. I have been just running around constantly, and as you can see, I painted my nails for, finale. Let's, and then I chipped my nail because I've been moving furniture and stuff, so that's very fun. But yeah, so I'm very excited about this regardless. Like, the entire, time I've been doing all this stuff, I've been running around town, going to IKEA, getting things, building a desk, and I am just so excited to, settle down and watch this episode with you guys, talk about it, and then we can finish the season. I'm so fucking excited. It's... God, I've been literally looking forward to this all week. So without further ado, I'm just gonna shut up and we can just jump into this episode. Oh my god, there's so much that's gonna happen with Dawn is captured by Glory / Ben, and I'm so excited. So let's just jump into it.
Let's make sure it's not me.
Why do we remain when a moment of triumph lies so close at hand?
Oh my god, it's right before curtain call.
In this world. Yes, we shall fetch a lovely...
No, I'm not hungry.
Yes, Queen, tell us what's wrong. Tell us.
Something's off. I don't know. What do you think?
It's like maybe Dawn.
You good to go?
Giles, I forgot.
How's Buffy? Same. Still.
Is she in the same spot?
It's been almost a half an hour.
Oh no.
Right, won't she?
Can you hear me? Buffy. Buffy.
Buffy. I'm very nervous about this. So this is also a very interesting response from Buffy that I was not expecting, Very interesting. I wonder if it's she's in her head and we're gonna see it,
Losing Dawn after all that Buffy's been through, I think it's pushed her too far into some sort of catatonia.
Goodness.
You don't need a diploma to see that.
Buffy! We tried that. Ow!
You didn't try that.
Are you insane? Buffy likes it rough.
Separate.
Okay, Willow, okay.
So if you two want to fight, you do it after the world ends, okay? All right.
You tell him.
Try anything stupid like payback, and I will get very cranky.
Okay, Willow.
Everyone clear?
Damn.
What if we come across Ben?
I don't think a doctor's what Buffy needs right now.
Well, yeah. Especially not one who also happens to be Glory.
What do you mean?
Ben is Glory.
You mean Ben's with Glory?
With, in what sense?
Did they not?
They're working
I thought-
together?
They changed right in front of them.
No, Ben is Glory. Glory's Ben. Right here, before your very eyes.
Can humans not see them change?
Ben came, turned into Glory, snatched their kid, and vanished, remember? You do remember.
So what did they see?
Is everyone here very stoned?
So you're saying Ben and Glory...
Have a connection.
Yes, obviously, but what kind?
Glory's work the kind of mojo where anyone who sees a little presto changeo instantly forgets. And yours truly, being somewhat other than human, stands immune.
Okay, that's some Doctor Who shit. Okay. That's why
Glory
Dawn
can turn
didn't
into Ben.
remember.
Ben turns back into glory.
Do we suspect that there may be some kind of connection between Ben and Glory?
This is gonna be theatrical. Glory needs just the best for this whole ceremony, right?
I know how you feel. It is your last night.
So this is all going
Is he
down
not?
right now.
A human. But I'm not supposed to feel guilty. I'm not supposed to feel anything. I'm a god. I'm above it.
Turning into
Not
Ben.
magic. Something else.
Did she not fully turn into Glory?
Still, it is you doing this.
I'm not doing anything.
Because tomorrow, you bleed, little girl.
Sure, you know what you're doing?
I know she's the villain, but that was a badass line.
Be good now, sweetie. I'll be back as soon as I can. Okay?
I cannot do
good.
this. I'm so curious how this is gonna... Is Willow gonna help Tara? Or is, like, when Glory dies, do all the people that, like... I don't know. I'm so...
Good luck.
They are going in her head?
Hello, Buffy.
Is that baby Buffy? No! Oh my god! Oh. I'm gonna spike. Be careful. It's just a shrine to Buffy. And Spike's like, I like your style. That's Ben's! That's Ben's room.
What are you doing here?
Actually, I'm...
It's a big day for me.
Hello?
Mommy, Daddy! You're back, you're back!
Hello, Buffy.
How's my girl?
Are you ready to meet your new baby sister?
Oh no.
Mom, can I take care of her?
Yes, Buffy, you can take care of her.
I can't do this. The magic shot? First layer?
Okay.
Willow's like a kid. Okay, trying to catch up here. Thank
How you
God
doing?
Giles is okay.
We're here.
Now, the
Why
mental
is
warrior
Spike
already been.
there?
That's the sections. You might persuade him. Suss out Glory's game plan. Sound worthy? Off we go then.
I'm smoking
Be
for
back
the
at the
no
shop.
smoking sign.
Didn't learn much.
Wait. Ben? At Glory's? You're saying all this time he's been subletting from her?
This is gonna be worth it.
I'm starting to remember the things Ben did. People he spoke with, stuff he wore. See, she's not supposed to remember that. Nobody should. The cloak between Ben and me is fading. Ben's thoughts and I'm feeling his feelings.
She's like, I have these stupid emotions. It's really...
Can't kill the girl.
Damn it.
She's like, this is really cramping my vibe,
Help
okay?
me.
Hey, I know you. You're the first original Slayer who tried killing us all in our dreams.
Thank you. Thank you for the recap.
Death is my gift.
Wait, death is her what?
I just realized we're getting like another dreamlike sequence in a finale. Like,
Where are you
the
going?
show.
Call me crazy, but as hardcore drugs go, human emotion's just useless. People are puppets. Everyone getting jerked around by what they're feeling. Am I wrong?
I was about to say,
I
you
wanna
are not wrong.
I can't keep following you around like this, Buffy. We have to go. You have to talk to me.
Enough. Enough.
Stop. No. God, no.
Death is my gift.
I need you to elaborate a little bit more, Missy.
Dawn, has Glory hurt you?
Oh, they get fancy with these transitions. Oh.
You're not.
take you as far as I can. Ditch you before she comes back.
Oh,
Always
is this
open.
the dude that Spike was talking about?
What can I do for you boys? Want
Hey,
some
buddy.
cocoa? Well, I may know a fella, who knows a fella in China. He might,
How the hell are we supposed to get to China? Teleport?
I guess. If you're in that much of a hurry.
He's like, yeah.
I believe you're standing right in front of the very thing we need.
You think only underworld bottom feeders worship the beast?
Oh, okay, very nice. Turn to be careful. Ew.
Buffy, will you just stop a second and listen to me?
I'm sorry. Sorry? Just you and... Leave her alone.
I said leave her alone.
No. A little late in the game to start growing a backbone, Benjamin. Now, be good and stay quiet. No, you don't.
Involved ranting.
Animal.
Wrong, Glory. I'm no animal. This is humanity you're feeling. Welcome to the world.
No. Stick around.
Locking in
Chica.
this scene.
I won't let you hurt her, Glory.
Shut your hole, you sanctimonious little meatworm.
Live with that, not even for a day. Forget about eternity.
Hey, baby Ben. Why do you worry so much when you're immortal?
Fucking got
All
this
this
scene.
crap you've been carrying around inside. It's you or the girl.
I can't accept that.
I mean, that is the thing.
Accept it.
That's the choice right now for this finale.
Stupid.
I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
My gift. This is what I do.
I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about this.
Don't go there, Will.
I'm not. You're the one who keeps dragging me back here. And you wouldn't be doing that if you weren't trying to show me something.
This was when I quit, Will.
You did?
Just for a second. I can't beat Glory. Glory's going to win.
You can't know that.
I didn't just know it. I felt it. My thinking it made it happen. Some part of me wanted it. I know I could have done something better. But I didn't.
Oh my god.
I was off by some fraction of a second.
Snap out of it.
What?
All this, it has a name. It's called guilt. It's a feeling and it's important. But it's not more than that, Buffy. Buffy's. You've carried the weight of the world on your shoulders since high school.
Where are you going?
Where you're needed. Are you coming?
No, I can't.
Yes. Did you know that Ben is Glory?
So I'm told. What do you know?
Xander.
Once the blood is shed at a certain time and place, the fabric which separates all realities will be ripped apart. Dimensions
Let's go.
will pour into one another.
So how do we stop it?
The portal will only close once the blood is stopped. And the only way for that to happen is, Buffy, the only way is to kill Dawn.
What? Are you fucking kidding me? Goodness fucking gracious. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Beautiful. Amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what the title was. Okay, so this one was called The Weight of the World. Sheesh, that is a beautiful title. Has a 7.9 rating, written by Douglas Petrie and directed by David Solomon. David Solomon. I would like to have a word. How does it feel to have directed such a beautiful fucking episode? Oh my goodness. That was just beautifully done. Beautifully done. I can't even say anymore. Like that. Buffy, I'm so sorry. You're already going through so much. I did not mean for that to happen. So, yeah. This episode, I am in awe. Like, I was not expecting, like, again, I feel like I say this all the time. I feel like my reviews are, like, the same thing every single time, but, like, I was not expecting this in the slightest. Like, Glory and Ben, like, meshing together again. And it's, like, their barrier between them is, like, going down. So, like, the emotions that Ben is feeling, like, go into Glory. And then Glory is, like, feeling, like, how Ben feels. And Ben is, like, seeing what Glory wants to do. And it's just so fucking cool. And, again, that scene where they're like popping back and forth, talking to each other, fucking fantastic. Like, imagine going to like write a scene where there's dialogue between two characters and the two characters are in the same body. I fucking love it. It was so well done for like what it was trying to convey with like how it's going back and forth and how Ben really has no control over it. And then it's like Ben progressively throughout that conversation, like he started out like, no, fuck Glory, I'm not gonna help her in the slightest, to then later on it's like, oh, well, maybe I guess, you know, it's either her or me. So I gotta do what I gotta do, you know? And I feel like that's what I said in the last episode, I think. It's like, it's either you or her. I feel like a lot of people, it's like a pretty obvious decision, unfortunately, for Dawn, because, you know, he doesn't know Dawn like that. I'm sorry. It says crooked. It was. Fuck. Okay, sorry. I think that was crooked for, like, the first part of my review. Whoopsie. But yeah, let's go through this again. So, in the beginning, we get to a scene with Glory. And it's basically like her being like, okay, everything is going to plan. Why am I not, like, ecstatic right now? And at first, I was like, okay, maybe it's like, are you missing something? Or like, I first thought it was going to be like a whole, like, episode about how she doesn't have anyone and, like, how she feels lonely or something. And I thought maybe that was how it was going to be. Because, like I said before, on Supernatural, there was a couple plot lines with a god at, like, the forefront of it, and we got, like, to see, like, their side of it. So, I was curious how this show was gonna go with that, and I just really like how this is something different, where it's a god that's sharing a body with a human, and it's like, the god sees the human as, like, bringing it down. And it's just so interesting because gods literally can do anything. Like, they can do anything. And with humans, there's not much we can do, you know, by ourselves. We need help. We have emotions. We have other things, you know, going on. But with gods, you don't have to deal with, like, emotions and that kind of thing. But then, certain, like, you know, like on Supernatural, like if an angel or something like went into human, like came into like human society, and then eventually over time, like one of the main characters, they eventually have more, you know, emotions and feelings and things like that. Like they're not so like hard and, you know, cutthroat, basically, like, you know, just following orders. So it's just so interesting to see how this show took that. And I know Buffy came before Supernatural. I'm not saying that Buffy stole us from Supernatural. But it's just, I fucking love the connection between a god and a human, and how she was getting all these emotions without her wanting them. And I think that was a very, very cool take to put into this episode. I just loved it. It was just not what I was expecting with Glory. because obviously, like, the entire time, I make jokes, like, obviously. Every time I'm like, yes, Glory, you tell him, like, that's just a joke, obviously. But, like, I love her character so much. Like, she's just doing whatever the fuck she wants to do. And she's doing whatever she needs to do to get what she wants. And then in this episode, it's just, it shifts. And I thought that was just such a good decision. I really, really like it. And, I just, God, I fucking love it. And yeah, so moving on. For the next scene, we go back to the desert like shack thing that they're in. And I love the decision to not show Buffy until the very end of that scene. And even like the shots of like them talking to Buffy, it's like we're Buffy. I just thought that was it was so fucking good. It was so good. I adore it. I adore it. And yeah, I was also not expecting Buffy's reaction to be like that. And it was so like not at all what I was expecting. Like I was expecting, you know, Buffy to go like hellbent, like, you know, we're gonna have to do everything we can, da 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 da. And it's so interesting how Buffy like kind of shut down at that moment. And this fucking show like the psychology of all these characters is just so good. And yeah, I cannot get enough of the show. And then later on, of course, with like was it a dream or like her brain, and like Willow going into like her brain and like talking to her. Very interesting. So I think there were like 3 main scenes in her dreams. It was Buffy as a kid, where Dawn was coming home when she was first born, which I don't remember fully, but is that the same dad actor from freaking Nightmares episode in season 1? It's been a bit, my dude. It's been a while. Very nice to see you, my guy. And then we also had the one where she goes to her mom's room and sees the grave. Beautiful. And there was also 4. So there was also the desert scene where they have the first Slayer and Willow gets to see the whole death is my gift thing. And then Dawn being killed by Buffy. And then the scene at the magic shop, which was like the one moment where she thought, like she had a thought of like, oh, what if I just didn't, you know? I just think that was so interesting. I'm just blown away by how beautiful this episode was. I like, no, you don't. I love it. Oh, it's so good. It's also just so like, Buffy blames herself for one moment of thinking about how, you know, just, you know, ending it all with all of this is just, you know, what if that's the best option? Like, she let herself think that for one moment, and when it actually happens, she blames herself because of that moment. And it's like, it's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy for her. Like, she thought it and was like, well, obviously I'm going to do everything I can not for that to happen, but I did think it, and I did, you know, kind of wish for it to happen for 1 second out of, you know, my entire life. So maybe I wanted this. Maybe I actually wanted this, and this is me doing what I wanted to do. And I think that's just so interesting, because I feel like it's very relatable for like every person. Like, I feel like every single person has had that moment where it's like, well, what if I just, you know, didn't do this? And, you know, what if I, you know, said fuck it with this homework and I just failed my class? And then later on, when you do fail the class, you're like, oh, well, you know, I didn't really care that much, you know, I already was thinking about it. And so it's like, because of the effort that you put in, it's kind of downplaying it, where it's like, well, if I fail, it won't be that big of a deal for me and like my ego and like how I view myself, because I was already thinking about it, you know? It's like you trying to trick yourself into doing something that you think you want, and because you feel like you don't have the capability, or you don't think that you're able to fulfill it, and then you're like, well, I already thought I was gonna fail, so whatever. And I do this all the time. Literally every second of my life, I'm doing this. It's a very bad habit of mine I'm trying to get rid of. But, it's just so interesting to see it in Buffy. Because, like, you think about Buffy, and it's like, she is a badass. She can do fucking anything. She saved the world a bunch of times. And it's like, you think she is capable of everything. And then, of course, in this season, we get a god that is, all capable and can do anything. And it's just kind of a reality check on Buffy. But it's also like, Buffy, my girl, you have, like, come on, you will get it, okay? I have faith in you, okay? So yeah, I'm very curious how the next episode goes with that. But yeah, I did want to mention real quick another thing about this episode. I fucking loved Willow kind of being at the forefront of this episode and like kind of steering everyone in the right direction. Loved it. I love our girl Willow. I love her so much. So getting to see like her taking charge and being like, okay, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this, I'm gonna help Buffy. And I just love Buffy and Willow's relationship too, so getting to see them together. Oh my god, I love them so fucking much. And so getting to see that scene with them, they're just so cute. They're best friends, and I love them. But yeah, so then we had Spike. Okay, I forgot to mention this. So, the reason why, remember a couple episodes ago when Dawn was talking to Ben, and then Ben turned into Glory, and then it was like this whole episode about, Buffy and Dawn like being sisters and all that. And then at the end, it's like Dawn just did not mention it at all to Buffy. And then in the next episode, like it's never mentioned again. And I literally thought I was losing my shit. I was like, she saw them change, right? I'm not an idiot. I was like, I am not about to be gaslit again by this phantom. She saw Ben turn into Glory. And I was like, what? Kept mentioning it. And now we figure out that's basically like the silence from Doctor Who, where if you see it, you immediately forget it once you saw it. And very cool. Very cool. Doctor Who wishes. Yeah, so that was very interesting. And it was so funny how Spike was the one that, like, because he's a vampire, I guess, and he saw it, he was able to remember it. And then all of them being like, wait, do you guys think that Ben and Glory have a connection? And Spike's like, I just fucking said that. It was so good. I really, really liked it. Oh. And then Spike, got to see Ben's little room in Glory's apartment. And then basically took Xander to that one demon guy that before it helped Dawn, with her whole mission to bring back that choice. But, yeah, so we went to them, and apparently he had, like, a bunch of information about Glory and about this whole thing. So we got information on that at the last scene. And the last scene was basically Giles explaining to Buffy that the only way to stop Glory from opening up these hell dimensions and, the barriers and everything is to kill Dawn. Very, very cool. Yeah. Perfect. Love it. Love it. My god. So how did we go from protecting Dawn with everything we have to then having to kill Dawn? Did the monks not think about that? Did they not know that it had to be like a continuous blood thing? Who got mixed up? Oh my god. So yeah, basically the whole spell is like continuous, like flow of blood. So Dawn has to be alive for it. Or we can kill Ben. Yeah, either or, I guess, right? Or with another god. Are there other gods that want this to happen? Like, that's what I'm curious about. Like, is there another Glory, like another type of demon or god or whatever that knows about Dawn and is gonna want to open up the barriers? I feel like that was literally the season plot for every single season of Supernatural. There was some other different type of demon or god or whatever that was like, yeah, I want to open up hell. And it was like, okay, why? Okay, yeah, get in line. Everyone wants to do that. So I'm curious how this is going to work, you know? But is only Glory able to do this, like, prophecy spell thingy? Or can any god or demon come over and be like, yeah, I'm doing this, you know? I'm not sure. But, yeah, Donnie, my girl, very nervous, very nervous about this. Yeah, but the next episode is the fucking finale for season 5, and I am nervous, very nervous. So, yeah. Yeah. We are at the end. We're gonna be watching the last episode of season 5 next episode. I'm in awe and shock and disbelief. But yeah, let's just do some funny little, my silly little predictions for the finale that probably won't come true. So I'm not really sure. Like, it could go a bunch of different ways. It could go like Ben and Glory kind of like merge, and then Glory gets all these emotions and she's like, wait, don't do it, or I don't know. And then there's the possibility of actually killing Dawn. I don't think that's what's gonna happen, but it's a possibility. It's a possibility. So yeah, we'll see. There's the possibility of killing Ben and then ultimately also killing Glory. I don't know. Willow's been very, very eager with her little witchy powers. Who knows if she's gonna do something. Yeah. I'm nervous. But also very, very excited and curious to see how this goes. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to say the death is my gift thing. That finally came back. Sorry, I just thought about that. But that came back in like the whole dream, like brain sequence for Buffy, which it's just making me nervous. Again, because they mentioned it again. And then even Willow was like, what? You want to say that again? What does that mean? So that's very interesting. And yeah. Imagine Buffy doing her little quip thingy where like she's about to stab Ben or / Glory and it's like, death is my power, bitch, and then she stabs him. Would be a girl boss move if I do say so myself. But yeah, this episode again I just loved. It was such a good lead up for the finale. Like, I was a little scared that Dawn was already captured in the last episode, and I was like, oh, what's gonna happen in this episode? But I really liked it. I liked getting to see Glory and Ben, and, like, their interactions with Dawn, and I thought just, like, that also was just so interesting, getting to see Dawn, like, by herself, you know, without Buffy or the gang or anything, like, her just going against, like, Ben and Glory, you know? And then, we also got Buffy's whole, you know, brain thing with Willow, and then we got more information on the whole spell that Glory's doing. So, yeah. Goodness. I do believe that's all I have to say about this episode, but yeah. Thank you to all my beautiful patrons over on Patreon. I will see you guys in the next video for the finale. But yeah. Bye!